Our top story today on the Wall Report. I'm your host, Greta Wall. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 have both notched new all-time highs in today's session as the market looks to close out 2021 trade on a high note. The Nasdaq is also up today, but a look back on the year shows the tech-heavy index on track to underperform the S&P for the first time since 2016. This comes as traders have been shifting out of high-growth tech stocks in recent weeks as they prepare for a shift back to normal monetary policy at the Fed in 2022. And the latest economic data supports that shift. Weekly jobless claims fell unexpectedly last week to a 52-year low at 98,000 rather. That drop did beat expectations for claims to be unchanged at 205,000. Continuing claims also fell by 140,000 to 1.72 million, the lowest level since right before the pandemic. And although the data shows less Americans filing for unemployment, it doesn't quite tell the whole story about the labor market. We'll get a closer look at those details in the December jobs report next Friday. Now, meantime, as the market continues to monitor Omicron, Johnson & Johnson shares are up today. This comes after the pharmaceutical giant said a booster shot of its COVID vaccine is 84% effective at preventing hospitalization from Omicron. The data is based on a real-world study in South Africa where more than 69,000 healthcare workers got a second dose of the J&J shot between November 15th and December 20th. And as Omicron continues to impact U.S. airlines, JetBlue is preemptively canceling flights. The airline said it will cut more than 1,200 flights between now and January 13th. The stock is still up today, though, as the broader travel sector rebounds. This decision comes as JetBlue expects more crew members to be out sick with Omicron. They say the preemptive cancellations are meant to prevent the chaos of last-minute cancellations. Flight tracking website FlightAware shows more than 2,600 global flights have been canceled today, and that includes more than 1,000 here in the U.S. Now, JetBlue was responsible for 173 of those U.S. cancellations today. Now, taking a look at Tesla, the stock is down after the electric automaker announced a major recall. Tesla is recalling more than 475,000 Model S and Model 3 vehicles. The safety recall is linked to issues with the Model 3's rear-view camera, which the National Highway Traffic Association, or NHTSA, says can be damaged by opening and closing the trunk over and over again. The regulator says, meantime, that the Model S front hood has latch problems that could cause it to open without warning while driving. As you might expect, both problems could increase the risk of crashing. Think about it. If your hood opens while you're driving down the road, your visibility is decreased. Can't see cars in front of you. Tesla, though, says it has not been aware of any injuries or deaths linked to either issue so far, but they have issued the recall. And I'm still on $3 trillion watch over here. Apple shares are up about around $180 again today. Still, though, about $3 shy of that milestone. The iPhone maker has a day and a half left to hit that mark before we're in 2022. Even if it doesn't happen before the ball drops, though, it's definitely imminent. Apple will become the first publicly traded company to have a $3 trillion market cap when it crosses that threshold. And as we look toward the new year, you may be planning a New Year's resolution. I'm not a big resolution girl myself, but I did have a good one back in 2020 that I'm still sticking to this day. Now, this may sound silly to you, but I made a resolution to put my laundry away right out of the dryer. I was notorious for ignoring it in the basket for days and then ending up having 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks to put away by the time I eventually got to it. So in 2020, I said, no more. And I'm still sticking to it now. I do all the laundry once a week and I put it away right out of the dryer. It takes so much less time than having to put 2 to 3 weeks away at a time. And now my clothes, well, they're less wrinkled. They look better. So what are your New Year's resolutions this year? Tell me in the comments below. I want to hear them. I don't really have one myself, but I do have a tip for everyone who may be doing one. Pick something simple and easily measurable. Don't make your goal too big or abstract because you probably won't be able to stick to it. And just a warning for my viewers, there will be no Wall Report video tomorrow, but the market will still be open. I'll actually be out playing in the sand dunes, so I won't have any service, but it's okay. There's still going to be some content from me. I will still be sending out my newsletter, so make sure you are subscribed. There's a link down in the description box if you haven't signed up yet. You don't want to miss Saturday's edition. I'll be taking a look back on some of the biggest market stories of 2021. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell before you go. I'll see you all next year.